Hey Lovies, and welcome to my channel, Craft Away with May. I'm May. Welcome to my old and new subbies. I'm so glad to have you all here with me today. As the thumbnail show, we're going to be doing some exciting new DIYs using the toys from Dollar Tree as well as some from Daiso. Now, if you guys have been with me anytime, you guys know I've used Daiso in the past. But if you don't have a Daiso that's close to you, I was showing you the alternative of using the Dollar Tree toys. All right, so we're gonna just jump right into this, and as you can see, I am removing the handle from this first little toy skillet. All right, now I've had these in my stash, guys, for a few years now. Okay, I was supposed to use these some years ago, and I end up using some other toys from Dollar Tree, and these just got lost in the stash. So as I've been going through my stuff, trying to see what I can use and things like that, I found this bag with the toy skillets in it. So I was like, okay, let's see what we can come up with. So as you see there, like I said, I was removing the handle and getting off those little sharp bits that it left behind. I could not get it, completely smooth to the surface. I did take my hot glue gun there. You could totally use a hot knife or whatever it's called. That I can't think of it, but you can use that to smooth those little edges out so you don't poke yourself. So what you see I'm doing right here is I'm just taking some hot glue. Now I was gonna use something a little bit stronger, but I was like, you know what? This is for me. If it falls apart, it falls apart. But I'm using Gorilla Hot Glue, and that's usually pretty sturdy for me. I don't have a lot of issues with my projects falling apart. But this is plastic, so, who knows? It's not going to be outside in the elements, so I think we'll be good. But anyway, I am taking this jute rope from Dollar Tree. I used about 1.5-ish to cover this. Now I was going to take it inside of this we're going to make a bowl, let's just call it that, not a bowl, a basket. I was going to take the cordage inside just to give it that full basket look, but I decided not to because it was going to take another piece of jute cord. But then I was like, you know what, I think I like that black up against the cordage. Now on my last video, guys, you saw I had used plungers, video before, not last video, but I used plungers, and I was like, you know what, if you want digging the plungers, here's an alternative to what you can do for a cute little decorative bowl or vignette, if you will. And so then I had these string of beads with these little orbs on them that also came from Dollar Tree, and they were also in my stash. I wasn't particularly fond of the beads, but they did actually tie into the color of the basket, so I just roll with it. It wouldn't have been my first bead choice, color choice, but it is what it is. Me being the lazy crafter that I am, I took advantage of that, and it's like, it's already strung together, we're gonna just use it. So here I decided to add some handles to this, and that's gonna be it. Like I kept it really simple here. And I'm just adding some, like I said, some handles to either side of this just to elevate it just a tad bit more. And again, to keep it simple. Now these range in size. I want to say it was like between 6 or 8 inches, I think. I can't remember. I think it's like 6 or 8 inches. So it's a pretty good surface. And it's very good for a very small table if you want to add a little decorative element to a small space, a bookshelf or anything like that. So we're just gonna place the items back in. Now I was gonna do the 2 string beads, but I was like, that's a little too crowded for my liking. So I had cut the beads off of the lighter orb there. As you can see, I just threw in this macrame ring, a few pieces of greenery, and one of the LED lights from Dollar Tree, and there you have it, guys. Again, just a simple piece to put in a small space. All right, so we're gonna go in with another one of the toy skillets from Dollar Tree. Now these are so simple, guys. I cannot stress that enough. These are just fun ideas, especially if you're doing like kitchen decor, or again, like you have a little small space that you want to fill, or judge up a little bit. That's what this is for. So take away from it what you will. There are not any big whoop to do's. These are just simple inspirations for you. Okay, so as you see right here, I'm taking some of this jute twine and I'm just wrapping that around the handle, again using hot glue here. And what I decided to do is just go down the back of that and just kind of glue those strands together, because again, we're dealing with plastic here. So I wasn't like, okay, it's going to be 100% secure. So we just added a little more security to that, or stability to it, or whatever you want to say. We just was trying to make sure it stayed locked in. Okay, so once we get that jute twine on there, we're going to go in with some of this greenery that I have no idea where it came from. I pulled it from another project that I disassembled, and I can't remember where I got this greenery from. So but any greenery would do, as long as it's kind of like that bright leafy, like not too big of a leaf and not too small either, and you'll see why that is. So right here, I'm just going to use 2 pieces of this, and I'm just trying to kind of form, I don't know, like a little backing to my sunflower that you can see I'm going to use there. So again, keeping in mind, Lovies, that these are just simple decorative, inspirational pieces for you. Okay, if you don't have sunflowers, if you don't have this greenery, like, change it up with a different flower. Do whatever goes in line with your decor style, and just go from there. So again, this is just no rhyme, no reason for me. These were just simple inspirational pieces for you guys. Okay, I just really want to kind of zone into that. All right, so once I get those kind of tacked down, nobody's gonna see under there, so it doesn't have to look perfect or pretty underneath, because the sunflower is going to cover that. Now, I don't know if I left it in here or not. So what you see right here, originally I was putting down my glues to put this on, but as you see, it was it was too far in there. It was too deep. So what I decided to do is take one of the tumbling tire blocks from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use that to create a lift for this sunflower. So and then I'm just going to re-add my glues, as you can see right there, and that worked out better for me, because I didn't want it to look so dipped down in there. It was just looking too deep for me. I wanted it to kind of stand out a little bit. Now, I know you don't really see the whole faux skillet right here, but we know it's there, and I think it's just a good vessel to make a cute craft. And so here I'm adding in some more of those leaves, just to give it full circle around that sunflower, guys, and that's like literally it. And I think this is so simple and so cute. Now I am going to add in a few more things to this. I don't think a few more, just one more element after I get those leaves tacked down in place. I can't remember what I did. I don't know. I was just all over the place. I was like, do I want to do it? Do I not? Do I want to do it? Do I not? I was just all over the place. But I am adding the leaves in, and one of them does look a little off right here. I do fix that, so when everything comes together, it will look like it's like the perfect little round around the sunflower. So then here I'm just adding in another piece of that jute twine in case this becomes a hanging piece. Now you can also style this on an easel or something like that. I think that would be super cute. And when I show you guys it in the final reveal of how I just show you guys, you'll see what I'm talking about. This one I did actually hang on the door just so you could see it, and then I had a couple of them that I did put in the easel just so you guys could see. Okay, and then we added in that little gingham bow. That's it for that piece. Now we're going to move on to project number 3, I believe it is, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Is it 3 or 4? I think it's number 3. All right, so now I'm going to take one of the little toy skillets from, I call them a griddle, but from Daiso. Now, Daiso is a store. I know they're predominantly on the West Coast. They're equivalent to a Dollar Tree Plus. but their starting point, at least back when I purchased these, were at $1.75 and up, I think, to about $20. I don't know if that has since changed, but like I said, they're equivalent to a Dollar Tree Plus, in my opinion. So right here from my Cricut Joy, I cut out the words food mood, because my chubby is always ready to be chubbying. Okay, so I'm always in a food mood. And so I decided to take the contents from the Dollar Tree little toy skillets. One had hamburgers and fries, and the other one had bacon and eggs. And I was like, okay, this is going to be super cute. And so what I was doing right here is I was trying to make the egg look a little bit more realistic, like, because, you know, with a little pepper, because I like salt and pepper on my eggs, okay? So I want a little speckle of salt and pepper. But when I did it kind of looked like it had the measles. So I was like, well, we don't want to do that. Let's just leave her plain, okay? So I decided to go with the plain egg. And yet again, I'm going to show you guys how I put on some jute twine in case you didn't catch it the first time. Sorry. But okay. So once I get that jute twine on there with a simple knot, guys, it was nothing major happening here. And I'm sorry I left that in. But in case you needed to know, today's video is a tutorial about adding jute twine to your handles. Voila. You're welcome. Hot mess. All right, now one thing I will say I should have done here, lovies, is I should have put some space between food and mood, so I could kind of put those either the eggs or the bacon like in the middle of this. But I did not think about that until I got to this part of this project. So it didn't take away from it. I made it work. I was a little concerned I probably wasn't going to get the eggs on there, so I was like, okay, and this doesn't look like real bacon, so I don't know if anybody will really get it, but it worked. It worked out. It worked out. I made it work. Y'all know me. I keep going. I don't stop. I just keep going. All right. So we decided right here to just go ahead and add this to the corner, the upper corner right there. Now, I will be completely honest here. I did add in the Aliens tacky glue as well as a little bit of hot glue, but it is not on there like locked down because I'm actually sitting it off to the side and there's nothing under there to kind of secure it. Now, as I'm thinking about it, I probably could have put a tumbling tower block under there to secure it better in place. And I may go back and do that because it's not locked in, guys. But what I decided to do right here is take one of these jute twine pre-tied bows that I had in my stash forever in a day, added that to the top, and then I was like, well, we got the spatula here, let's throw that on here too. Why not? That's what we do. The more the better, okay? Everybody's invited to the food mood party. And there you have it, lovies. I think that's so simple and so cute. And a fun piece. This was a fun piece, okay? So next up, project number 4, I'm going in with another one of the DIYS toy skillets there, and I'm just kind of I had these little black and white stickers in my stash, and I wanted to keep this one kind of simple and well, they're all simple, but I wanted to give this a different vibe. Okay, it's not your traditional what you'll see in the kitchen, but I still thought, like, you know what, let's see if we can elevate this in a different way. So these are floral stickers and I love them, and so I was like, okay, we're gonna put some off to the corner right here. And I laid down that first one without laying this one down first because I was trying to give it some dimension, I guess, if you will, or layering, if you will. I don't know. I was just trying to make it blend. Okay, so then I had these wood stickers that came from Hobby Lobby, and I'm taking this one that says grace, okay, because, you know, we give grace before we eat. At least some of us do. If you don't, no judgment here. You know, I don't always remember to do it, but, you know, we do give grace. So what I did off camera, I'll just let you guys know, when I put this on, I was like, okay, this will work. But as I was assembling it, and once I got towards the end and cut the camera off, I was like, I don't know that I like the grace right there. And so what I did was I added another one of those floral stickers up in the corner right above the grace, but I moved the grace to the center and did it straight instead of at an angle. All right, and you will see that in the final reveal, because like I said, I cut the camera off, shut everything down, and I was like, oh, okay, I don't feel like setting back up just to do this part. All right, so just keep that in mind that we did add additional florals to this piece. Then I had this little bow cut out here, and I thought that was super cute. Again, this is just a different vibe to this. I thought it was like a little chic. You know, if your kitchen vibe is chic, and if you don't have floral stickers, you can buy I was gonna say construction paper. That's not crafting paper, cardstock. You know, any of that have floral prints on them. You can go to magazines and anywhere, and you can do this. Like I said, and your alternative, if you don't have a Daiso, is you can use the Dollar Tree toy skillets to accomplish the same thing. Okay, now this one here is just simply a style little I don't know, if just say for barbecue. Okay, if you have a barbecue and you want to put out fruit, right? I thought this would be a cute idea, using those little toy skillets to just add in your fruits, your berries, your, you know, cut up oranges, slices of watermelon, things like that, pineapple. I was like, this is just to give you guys a visual idea of what you could do with these. Like I said, these range in size of about 6 to 8 inches, and it has good space on there. So if you put two or three of these out, or just put one on a table, I think this would be super cute for summertime, and just a different way of displaying things. Instead of having them all on one big table, you know, people waiting in line, you could just kind of put this out on a table, and I think this would be super simple and super cute. All right, and again, you can use a Dollar Tree toy skillet to accomplish the same thing. All right, and that was it. I guess I'm gonna leave it all in there. And I have all this faux fruit, and so even if you don't want to put out real fruit and you just want a you know, a cute little centerpiece, you know, just warn your guests it's not real fruit and just put it out. Again, I think this would just bring that brightness to summer, and just let you know, hey, all the goodies are out right now. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. All right, so now we are up to project number 5, which is terracotta teacup. And I have to correct myself on the last video. I said that was number 87. It was actually number 88. So we are on terracotta teacup number 89, Lovies. So if you are joining me for the first time on this channel, we have been doing a terracotta teacup series where we take a terracotta pot, we add a handle to it with the theme, and we are calling them terracotta teacups. And like I said, we are on number 89. We are on the road to 100. We are 11 away, and I have no idea what I'm going to do. I have a couple ideas for a few of them, but yeah. I don't know if we're going to make it to 100, but I'm hoping we will. So right here, right, and we are going to incorporate the contents from our Dollar Tree skillets. Okay, so here you see I just painted this in red, white, and yellow. Okay, because I was channeling that, you know, big hamburger chain where their colors are red, yellow, and white. Y'all know. If you know, you know. Okay, if you don't, you'll find out. Okay, so right here, I am a little going back and forth. Okay, so we're going to use the contents from the hamburger and french fries one. I was like, oh, that's a cute one. That wasn't even on the list, but I was like, what am I going to do with all the contents that's left over from these little toys? So I was like, why not? Let's just go ahead and do a hamburger french fry combo. Okay, we're doing a cheeseburger combo. So it's going to have the cheeseburger, the fries, and the soda. So what you see I'm doing right here is I have this little, I don't know what it's called, but it's a little wood doodad that Kathy Jo had sent me, and it had a little skewer attached to it. So this is going to be our drink. So I cut that little skewer piece off, and I'm just painting this, as you can see, in red and white. And I went in with some nutmeg brown paint, just to make it look like cola. Okay, so, or a chocolate milkshake. You use your imagination to whatever kind of drink you have with your cheeseburger. All right, so here we're going to start the assembly piece. Now I have this wood medallion that I'm going to use to put on top of the terracotta pot to seal that up, because this is our platform. This is what holds our design. or theme. And so I'm just going in, as you guys know, with my Aliens Tacky Glue as well as my Gorilla Hot Glue. That's for that long-term, short-term hole, and it secures it all in place. Now I did have some seepage there. You just see me kind of smoothing it around. That's just going to add some more security to this piece. It's not going to hurt anything. So then I'm going to put a little bit on my macrame ring, and that's what I use to create the handle. So I'm sorry, I don't know what size it is, but I just cut that in half, and that's what makes this a teacup. So I just go in first and put a little bit of that Aliens Tacky Glue on there and let it sit aside so it can actually get tacky and hold that piece in place when it's time to add it. And now we're just securing this to the base. So I think you guys get an idea, right, of where we're going with this. We are making the Mac. The Mac. Yeah. All right, are y'all digging it? All right, so now we needed a vessel for our french fries. So I had these little pea pods that we had used in another video a couple videos back, and I cut it in half. And I was like, okay, this will work to hold the french fries. And so what I'm doing here is just trimming it down because it had a lot of little jagged edges, of course. And so I'm just going to go in with some of my red paint here. And you can use any colors close to this. If you choose to recreate this, you can definitely do that. All right. And so then right here, I'm just going to go ahead and go around that. And while that's drying, now I'm going to go in and add the handle to our piece. So then off camera, I took this letter M for the Mac, not the big chain, okay, Mac. That's going to go on the front of our terracotta teacup. And now we're just going to glue these pieces together for the cheeseburger. So everything is not all over the place, right? So again, just using my 2 glues to go in and do this in I think I do speed it up for you guys, just so you can see. It's just a matter of layering, gluing, just adding each piece, layer, glue, and there you have it, until you get all of the pieces on there and get them nicely assembled. I was trying to get them at an angle where you could see all of it from the side. Of course, you won't see it from the top, but I wanted you to be able to see all of it from the side. So once I did that, there you go. Don't that make you want a cheeseburger? Only thing missing was onions. Are you an onions person? Did you like onions on your burger? I like onions, pickles, chili. I like the lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, all that. But I also like to add like onions, pickles, chilies on there. Like chili peppers. Yum, 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 yum. So are you guys an onion person or not? Because I know that's a big debate. Pickles, you like all that other stuff? All right. Let me know in the comments, Lovies. So right here, I cut off another piece, or took the other piece of that pea pod, cut it down some more, added that to the back. And so I'm going to paint that off camera. I don't know if I left it in or not, but I'm going to paint the back of it because I just didn't like the back of the fries being open like that. So it wasn't the prettiest, but it served its purpose. It worked out for us. So then right here, I'm taking the little skewer and adding that back to the little wood piece, and there you have the soda. And now we're just going to start assembling everything. I thought this was super fun and super cute. This was just really all about inspiration and having fun, okay, with this video, guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's a little random, and it's just, guys, just to be perfectly honest with you, the last couple of videos, it's just been a struggle of trying to bring items together for you guys to keep you inspired, and not be so repetitive from what you're seeing on YouTube. So I hope you're enjoying the content. Let me know if there's anything in particular you want to see. I know I've had a couple people mention glam. I don't really do glam on my channel. I'm not 100% confident in it, but we'll definitely see if we can dabble in that direction. But leave me some ideas in the comments of what you want to see, or what your decor style is, or color preferences and things like that. Just let me know, because like I said, this was a total inspiration video. No purpose intended here, just total inspiration. And here we are, Lovies, in the final reveal. If you are still here riding with me, thank you so much. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And you guys know the drill. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and commenting because I want to hear from you guys. I want to know if you had a favorite of today. Did you feel inspired? Do you want to go out today and buy some Dollar Tree toys to see how you can morph them into something else? Let me know. Leave that in the comments. I want to hear about it. All right. Do I have a favorite of today? I actually like them all. I thought they were all fun and different and unique. I really like that. And again, it was just here to bring you guys something different. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you were inspired. And don't forget, leave me a comment. Let me know. Talk to me. Talk to me. Even if you don't want to tell me if you had a favorite, if you don't have a favorite, that's fine. Just say, hey, May. And I'll say, hey, Lovey. I want to hear from you guys. Okay? So, yeah. I actually like them all. I really do. I think they all have their own little personality, and it was just really fun to create. Now, I think I could have shifted my hamburger over a little bit, but hey, it is what it is. You know, it did what I needed it to do, and that's what matters. Now, I probably actually have to say that's probably my favorite because this wasn't what on our list, and I think it's super, super cute. Now, don't forget about that backyard barbecue. Okay, now also guys, if you don't want to put fruit on this, you can make like a small charcuterie board. Think about it. All right, and I want to give a shout out to Chris Girl. This is so cute. She was inspired by my Alice in Wonderland theme video. She sent me a terracotta teacup of hers, and I think it's stunning. I love it. I love it. I love it. What I like to do also, lovies, on this channel is show you guys a few of the terracotta teacups that we have done. Not all of them, just a few, because I lost some footage and it was becoming excessive to try to add all of them. So just an idea of certain themes that we've worked on, and just to understand the concept of what we're doing here. Like I said, I hope we make it to 100. We are on the road there. We are at number 89. What? And we've been doing it a little bit over a year. So I'm excited about that. So if you have a favorite one of those, let me know about that. If you have an idea, we do have a running list going, and we can add it to the list if it's not already there. If it is, stay tuned for it to appear. Okay, like I'm excited about this. I think it's so cool to come up with all of these. I never ever thought I would. All right, and lovies, also once you hit that like button after you subscribe, hit the hype button. Okay, and if you want to support my channel in other ways, here's how you can do it at buymeacoffee.com/craftaway with May. If you can't, it's okay. I'm just happy to have you here. Hugs and kisses. XOXO. Bye.